Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video. We are back in the old faithful recovery truck. It seems like we don't go in the truck for months and then all of a sudden I'm in it twice a week out collecting cars. So Colchester this morning, couple of hour drive, but I think we've won a little peach down there. Very reasonably priced, and all I've got to do is stop at the garage, put some fuel in the truck, get some fuel for me, a nice cup of coffee, and we'll head down there. Yeah, a couple of hours. I guess we'll pick up once we get Colchester. There. What an improvement down here. Look how immaculate this place is. I just said to the ladies in the office, definitely the best Copart facility I've ever been to. Look how tidy it is. And the little van, when I arrived, was already outside. There it is. Let's get it loaded on. So a good few days later now, but quite a lot of you did spot this one in the back of a recent video. Chris, mind your feet just for a second, bud. So 2022 Fiat Ferrino. So pretty much the same as the little Vauxhall and the Nemo. I think they're all the same van, aren't they? And I'll be honest, we thought we've done a fair few vans lately. Don't really need a lot more, but we put, what do we call it? One of our silly bids.
Yep.
And we actually won this van for next to nothing. And it has done like 9,000 miles. Well, it might even be 8,000 miles. I can't remember what it is. Is it going to open?
Yeah, you've got to be careful. I think it's already marked it up. Oh, looks like there's a few bits in it, mate.
Yeah, I'll be honest, Chris, just before you go any further, I noticed this when they loaded it on, and I ain't going to lie, I was like, oh no.
What, the floor?
I thought the floor's all crumpled up.
It's the mat,
But do you know what it is? I think what they've probably done is took like a tracker out of it or something like that.
Maybe, yeah.
And yanked it up. But these vapes, they're everywhere. I don't think he could probably hit the brakes and they weren't flying everywhere. But lovely little thing. Wants a good clean. And look at this.
Yeah.
Have a go.
Work bag,
yeah, have a.
Oh yeah.
They're coming handy. Them leather gloves, wouldn't they?
Yeah, definitely. Ivy's there for you, mate.
Oh, that must be the name of the company that was on the side of the van. I know they peel it off, but
yeah.
Anything else in there? Anyone left their wallet in there for you, mate? their shrapnel, their change.
No. A few goodies though.
So yeah, nice and tidy in here, as you would expect with that mileage. And just the driver's airbag's gone. I don't think it's got a passenger airbag. Let's have a look. No, it hasn't. That's just a blank. Book pack's in there for it as well. I reckon this is going to tidy up quite nicely.
Had a fair slap, Rob.
It's had a proper slap, I think, mate.
It
is high up, and it's. If I can stand on that wheel,
that engine's familiar, isn't it?
That engine is the same as what's in the combo.
Yeah, that we've just been building up.
Yeah, can I just get past you,
mate,
bud? No, sorry, my bad. So hit very high up here, and it is. I mean, it's just caught that end cap, hasn't it?
Yeah.
But it has done. Those looks like just caught those inner wings. So.
Yeah.
Shall I jump down and have a look? I don't know what I'm doing standing up here.
Yeah, you can see under there, look.
Where have they gone, Chris?
Just
there, yeah. I mean, nothing you can't pull out with the jig
mate,
and the dozer.
No. It's going to be a lot of bits again, probably.
It is little aircon van as well, but it was very, I know I'll say it all the time. People probably get annoyed with me saying it, but it was cheap. It genuinely was, and when we do the numbers, that will show. Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? It's going to want to wash a bottle on it.
Very minimal on them chassis, isn't it? Which is nice, but yeah, both of those flitches are.
But
yep.
What do you think?
Get it off.
Let's get it off
the truck. Yep.
Get it off the truck and have a bit of an assessment. I think underneath that bonnet.
Down, won't it? I think.
A strip down. I can see the engine mount snapped as well. So
strip down, list the parts.
Let's get it off. Into the workshop and straight over the top of the frame machine. We need to get some bits off of this one because I've just found out it's actually unique to 2022-23 only. So this is a new shape. but a lot of the stuff is going to be the same as the old shape. So we need to get into this one and actually get some part numbers. I'm hoping a lot of it is the same as the old shape. But just off the bat, it looks like the bonnet, front bumper, grille, and bits like that are completely different. So, you ready, mate?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, let's get going. Straight into it here, stripping it down. Want to get that bonnet out of the way so we can see what is going on and make it actually so that we can get to all of the other bolts. It looks like it's just star drives like a normal Fiat, and of course, plenty of 10 mils. 10 mil spanner, 10 mil ratchet, a screwdriver and some star drives. You can pretty much take any of these Fiats apart. I'm concentrating on the front panel. Chris is concentrating on getting the driver's wing off there. I know he does want to move on to the passenger one, but of course I need to get all of this out of the way first. There is so much mess here and it's revealing all the damage. So now more so than ever, we are adamant that we're definitely doing a car vertical before we actually go ahead and buy any vehicle. So Fiat Farino, you can see it there, diesel 2022, odometer green and clear, financial green and clear, damaged clearly highlighted there in amber. Let's hit that and go straight to the damage section on this check. This vehicle was damaged. The vehicle was marked as an insurance write-off, damage type. It was actually written off on the 9th, 2022, so that's been sat around for a long, long time. Repairable structural damage, category S. Possible damage cause unknown. Also, you've got your market values on here, your emissions, your specs and equipment, your timeline, which is very interesting. You're not going to get a great deal on this particular one because the vehicle's 2022. So you've got your registration date there on the 3rd, 22. And then damage detected on the 9th, 22. So this vehicle was literally 6 months old before it got written off, which is unbelievable. So data sources, you can see there, were checked 900 plus data sources in 35 different countries. This is a must-do check when you're purchasing your vehicle. And of course, to get a little discount off your check, use the code up on screen now, or click on the link in the description where your discount will automatically be applied. So moving along quite nicely, but a lot of work there and a lot of broken parts. The plastic, literally when they have an accident, it just fires everywhere. There's bits wedged in here, there's bits wedged down there. They are everywhere. There's a lot of broken clips, like Chris noticed this wiper motor is floating on its own, so that's broken. Fuse box, that's broken. And then look at that rust on such a low mileage, nice new van. And that is battery acid that's done that, believe it or not. It's ruined that mount. Everything else looks fine, but the mount looks very, very rusty now. It's taken all of the paint off of it. Washer bottle, toast, AdBlue tank here. That's what was rubbing on the wheel. And not going to make it up. Had no idea what that was until I spotted that blue lid. I thought, that's AdBlue. So the AdBlue tank is, well, I don't know if it's meant to be shaped like that or not. I should imagine that probably is meant to be like that, isn't it? That's the way the bumper sits around it. So I'm not sure about that yet. It hasn't got any broken lugs. That might be okay, but I guess we're going to see. Chris has removed that wing and revealed quite a lot of damage there, quite substantial, but it is just tin, isn't it? It's nothing he can't straighten out and replace. And that engine mount there, you can see how far back that engine's actually gone where it's took that knock. So we're going to need to mess around there with a jack and try and get that back to here, and ideally get a new engine mount for it ASAP so that we can get it sitting in the correct place. So yeah, I've just took the top landing panel off, battery, fuse box, and Chris is moving on to that passenger side wing. Won't be long before he's got that off, but already the pot is filling up. The old parts over there and the nuts and bolts, we're getting quite a few of those as well. So we are just going to continue on, get this rad pack out, get that wing off, get the rest of the damage out of the way so that we can have a proper in-depth look. So onto the passenger side wing for Chris, and of course that front crash bar, and then all of the radiators, the fan, everything's got to come out of the way, revealing any damage that's on the front of the engine any broken plugs, of course, that's going to prevent us from getting this one running. We've also got a broken engine mount there, and the engine is pushed back a little bit, so we need to check to see if there's anything broken behind the engine. But so far so good, and we've got the majority of it off. Right, so we've managed to strip everything off that we need to, and you can now see that we've got a battery in place. Sorry, Chris, I'm just going to... They're mine, are they? Yeah. We've chucked a battery on now. Looks like we've pulled everything out of the way that we can. There is still little bits of damage that we get to, like the airbox. There's a little bent bolt on the turbo there, and definitely the bracket holding that EGR valve you've established is bent. Yeah, that's had a little bit of a...
It's close here, should it?
No.
The wiring shouldn't push that, I don't think. So
definitely not. Anyway, we're going to... That is slightly broken there. We are going to connect up a battery.
Just wang it over and see.
Yeah, wang it over and see what we got.
Van has stood a long time, hasn't it, Rob?
Yeah, it has, yeah. A very long time. Over a year. Sorry, mate, this ain't the best
Right, 9390 miles.
9,030.
9,390.
I wonder how accurate that is to... Shall I nip that up or leave it just in case we have to quickly whip it off?
Yeah, just leave it. We'll just... what shall we do? Just see if it's got anything.
Let me just make sure it's recording. Yeah, it is. I'll tell you what, Chris, I've got one tray under that pipe. Shall I just grab another?
Shall I just give it a quick, just to see if it cranks?
Yeah, definitely.
Right, it cranks.
Right, shall I grab another tray to put... Mind you, I don't think it's going to have any water in it. It's been sat that long, hasn't it?
No.
Just send it, mate.
Cranking quite fast.
Sounds all right.
It sounds like one of them Transits or Berlingos when you rebuild it.
The 2 litre.
Don't sound like it's got enough compression.
Do you remember when we done that?
Yeah, and you've got to wang them over.
Yeah.
Saying check AdBlue system.
That's the AdBlue tank there, isn't it?
Would that stop it running?
Probably. Shall I plug this in?
Well, let's just... Yes, come up, check AdBlue system.
I think it's not going to hurt it to give it a quick code scan and clear down, is it?
Yeah.
Let's do that, yeah? I'll tell you what, we've sport for choice now with these 2 computers. I never know what one to grab.
Find an OBD.
I do love this little wireless one. Shall we pause that video there then?
We might have to, because we've got to find the
Find
OBD
the socket.
first.
Just pulled out the computer there, the diagnostic tool, to plug this in. And Chris said it's coming up AdBlue, and straight away he said, will it run with an AdBlue fault? And we know from previous it's not going to.
That AdBlue tank is empty.
It's empty, and Chris has noticed that the nipple from the bottom of the AdBlue tank. Yeah, I'll show it. Yeah. So you've got your 2 wires there, and then you've got your nipple in the middle, but it's actually snapped off. So Chris is going to try and do a bit of a Billy Bodge on that.
Yeah, get the broken piece out.
And then just araldite it on or something.
Temporarily, I mean, we'll have to replace that, we know anyway,
Yeah.
but try and get that on there while you go and get some AdBlue.
Yeah, I'll whip that, mate.
And then it might have a chance.
Yeah, it's got an intercooler on it, hasn't it? And it's everything else. But that, I've followed that pipe up, and it looks like that is actually the AdBlue injector.
Right.
So, yeah, definitely a problem.
Right.
I'll go and get you a can of
Yeah,
expensive AdBlue.
I'll have a plug.
Chris managed to wind a screw in there and pulled a broken piece out the end of the pipe. And what he's done is glued it back on and put some shrinky over the top of it, heat shrink, and then shrunk it on there. So we're going to clip that back on there.
No, we're not going to clip it yet.
No.
What we're going to do, I've had a little tiny drill bit up it,
Yeah.
and it feels like the glue hasn't, because it's quite a small hole in that.
Right.
We're going to put a little bit in,
Yeah.
and then we're going to crank it and see if we get any come out of it.
Right,
Because
okay.
I think that may have, I don't know whether it free flows or whether it's pumped, is it?
Well, that is a little pump in the bottom, I
Yeah,
think.
so although, thinking aloud here, it's bone dry, which indicates it just runs out of that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because it must have had some in it when it was running, so maybe we just put some in it quick and see if we get anything out of it. Rob.
Yeah, let's do it. Now, oh, there's a filler neck there. Let's get that all set up and get some in it. Billy Bodge has actually turned into a bit of an operation here. And as you can see, we got one hole there, where that's ripped out. It's possibly got a leak there, but we only need a bit in the bottom.
right.
But it's actually all come away around now, and there's no way we can get that pressed back in. So we are literally going to fill that up with some black death. Well, what's your black instant gasket?
Yeah.
Hopefully get that to go off. Like Chris just said, it doesn't matter even if it weeps, as long as it does that initial injection of adblue, because I'm quietly confident when my van started playing up with adblue, it said in 500 miles your vehicle will shut down and will not run. So I think it's got to have AdBlue, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Right, let's get that bodged up, and then first bodge on the channel. Get that bodged up and see if we can get this going. In the meantime, I might plug it in and just do a code scan while that's drying.
Good idea. Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah, good idea.
Right, while Chris is over there doing a bit of surgery, I've plugged this in and I've run a scan on it, and you can see there engine control module is 10 thoughts, airbag occupant restraint. I mean, we know, don't we? Instrument panel cluster, and then body control module 11. But is it worth even getting into them and having a look what they all are? I don't think it is, personally. Once Chris has done that AdBlue tank, I think we just do a master clear, just clear everything. Glow plug relay, Lambo probe heater command, braking system control module, EGR low pressure valve. Please revert to service manual. Yeah, I'm not actually going to bother with all of these. I am just going to do a complete clear down, quick erase. I'm sure most of them are going to come back, but once Chris has done that AdBlue tank, we'll get that plugged back in, get some AdBlue in it, and see if we can actually get this fired up. 6 faults, so 4 of those have gone. Airbag is going to come back, we know it is. Instrument panel. Is that going to go? Is it going to go? It's thinking about it, reading codes, it's gone. And body control module, was there 11 in there? Erasing, let's see how many of those come back. Right, none. So we've just got one airbag module, airbag, which is fine, we know about that, sorry. We know it's the airbag, and then we've got 6 engine control faults, but don't forget we've got a lot of stuff unplugged as well, including that AdBlue tank. So I guess we'll wait till that goes off, get it plugged in, get it topped up, and then try again. Right, just briefly, we've had the diagnostic tool on it for quite some time now, messing around. We've managed to bodge the AdBlue tank and got just enough liquid in there, but
it's not leaking,
it's not leaking, mate. Well done. But we've both had a go on that computer, and we just can't get it to communicate with the crash data.
No, we can't actually find where to reset the crash data, can we? We've been through all the different sections. It don't seem to be on there, does it?
No, we've got no electric fuel pump buzzing, but Chris has done another Billy bodge, yeah. Go on.
Googled it and found it's actually got 2 fuel pump relays.
Is it?
That one and that one. But that one also does engine management.
Okay.
So, got this one, had the meter on it, so I bypassed it.
Oh, you bypassed the whole relay.
Hear that?
Yeah, hang on a minute.
I don't know if it's going to pick that up.
Yeah, it will.
You can hear it's running the electric fuel pump.
Do that again. Where is it on this? I can hear it, but I'm not sure the camera will pick it up. Try that again. Yeah, you can hear it now. So we haven't had that at all, have we? We've had no fuel pump prime.
No, so you're going to have to go on the key, mate.
We've unplugged the airflow sensor as well, because that is actually cracked. That one there's got a little bit of damage on it on that EGR valve as well. So, what do you want to hold this camera out here, or?
Well, you take it in there with you, because all I'm doing is that, Rob. And
what?
crank it. And
get ready to pull it off if it.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed, mate.
Does, mate.
Fires up. Look, we've still got it plugged in now. Can I just, before you do any of that, I just want to show the faults that are coming up on the screen here. Bear with us. So it comes up with a date. Look, fuel cut off, unavailable. Check AdBlue system. See handbook, and then check glow airbag failure. See handbook. So got plenty of faults. You ready? Shall I crank it without that or with it?
Sorry?
Shall I crank it first without?
No, it's on there now. It should have primed it up. There you
yes.
go. Sweet as a nut,
I'll
mate.
take that. Does it sound alright? It's vibrating because the engine
Yeah,
mount
it's got
snapped.
one engine mount.
Can you,
Yeah. And if I remove that, Rob, that'll kill it, yeah?
yeah.
Go.
Mate, at least it runs.
Yeah.
At least it runs and it sounds nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's proved. You know, we didn't want to go down the process of start buying parts for it, did we?
No, definitely not.
If the engine wasn't going to run, but yeah, so.
Need to get a mount on it there.
Yeah.
And then I'll guess.
Yep.
That's it, mate. Pull the trigger.
We're going to have to make a bit of a list.
That's a big list as well.
Yeah.
Really, we're going to need to find someone selling a complete front end.
Yes, we are.
Let's get on the phone to Reclamet, Silver Lake. I think we're going to have to literally ring around all of them.
That's right, mate.
Another thing to note as well, Fiat Ferrino could not find this van on our diagnostic.
No.
In the end, I said Peugeot Bipper, and I think you found it under Citroen Nemo, didn't you?
That's right, yeah.
Because they're all the same van.
They are,
So I think that's it, mate. That's going to be the end of today's video. As usual, guys, we do hope you did enjoy it. If you did, hit that thumbs up. We would really appreciate it. And of course, it shows your appreciation. You can follow us on Instagram at Salvage Rebuilds, Chris at Salvage Rebuilds Chris. Don't forget, like, subscribe and share. And we'll look forward to seeing everyone very, very soon in the next one.